I'm Peg Bolgioni, Communications Specialist with Rutland Regional Medical Center, and I'd like to welcome you to Window on Wellness. We are pleased to have Dr. Fred Bagley and Ashley Salerno, head coach with Castleton University women's hockey team, on our show to talk about the upcoming Pink the Rink event at Spartan Arena. I'll be back with our guests after this message from Rutland Regional Medical Center.
I'm Tom Hubner, President of the Rutland Regional Medical Center. The Rutland Regional Medical Center is the largest community hospital in Vermont. We started back in 1896. We had 16 beds, 8 physicians, 1 nurse. This past year, we took care of nearly 250,000 patients, and we have 1,600 staff, 258 doctors. We are here to serve our community in every new way that is possible with this promise to you. We listen, we respect, we care, always.
Welcome back to the show. I'm very honored to have a couple of guests with me. We're still doing our segments on Pink the Rink, and I have Dr. Fred Bagley, who is a retired surgeon with Rutland Regional Medical Center, and he is accompanied by Ashley Salerno, who is the head coach, head hockey coach for the women's team at Castleton University. Welcome. Glad to have you here.
Thanks.
So I think we'll get started. Fred, why don't you tell us about how you got involved with Pink the Rink?
Pink the Rink started in 2009 when our then women's hockey coach, Bethany Torres, now Bethany Trout, came to Castleton as a new coach from a school in New York that had done a similar event. And she used it, one, to help integrate her team into the larger Rutland community. She used it as a mechanism to get young women thinking about a woman's health issue that they, may encounter later in their lives. And she used it as a rallying point for her team as a team project. And at that point, I'd been retired for a couple of years and was helping coordinate a lot of the hockey games and hockey events for the 2 Castleton teams. And it just seemed like a natural fit. The hospital jumped on board right away. At that time, the Cancer Center and its director said we were all in, supported it right from the get-go. And the inaugural event was held in the winter of 2009, and we're now embarking on our 10th year of this joint project.
Yeah, it's quite a milestone. I think when Tracy Moore was on, she mentioned that to date, I think you've raised $50,000, maybe $60,000. I'm not entirely sure.
The program has raised just over $50,000 in the 9 years to date, and of course we hope to exceed that substantially this year. And all of the funds, including jersey sales, the various paraphernalia sales that go on at the rink, the entire gate, the admission gate from the ticket sales for the game, are all donated to the breast care program at the Foley Cancer Center. So $50,000 is a big chunk of change to dedicate to one specific healthcare issue in the community.
No, absolutely. And I think, cancer has touched so many of our lives in one way or another. And Ashley, I'm kind of directing this question to you. Have any of the players had a personal connection with a friend or a family that has had cancer that makes this all more meaningful to them?
Absolutely. I know one of our seniors had a close friend who's, so her mom had it. So I know it's something that she feels really strongly about supporting. I know I don't think any parents of players on our team have had it, but I do know that there are girls on the team whose friend's mom had it and things like that. So a few of them have talked to me about it, and I know they're especially excited for the event.
And this is your first year?
It is.
So everything's kind of brand new.
Right.
And so how is I'm just curious what the pulse is, around the event coming up. Everyone's excited?
Yeah, everyone's very excited, and I think it's very different from past Pink the Rink events that I've been a part of. We've had planning meetings for the event since June and July. So it's something that there's been a lot of hype around since the summer, planning for it, getting ready for it. Everyone's really, really excited.
Yeah, that's great.
If I could just interject on the personal connections, over the years we've had several Castleton players who've had very close personal connections to breast cancer, including in one case a mom who had been diagnosed literally days before the event.
Wow.
And we've had, we always do a ceremonial puck drop prior to the event to celebrate it. And on one occasion, we had a player who was participating in the puck drop, the ceremonial puck drop, and it was her mom, a breast cancer survivor of several years,
nice.
who was doing the puck drop. And because it's a hockey game still, so there's a visiting team. The visiting teams always contribute to the festivities in some way. They wear pink tape on their sticks, or they have pink laces on their skates, or pink bows in their hairs, or something. And on more than one occasion, we've had breast cancer connections that are brought up by the visiting team. So a team from Maine or Massachusetts or New York, the coach shares those personal experiences with our group on this side of the ice. So it really is breast cancer, for better or for worse, unifies a lot of people. And
sure
this is one way that brings the larger community together.
Yeah, it does. And I think people are so willing to just step out and support it, without question, without hesitation. And I think we need to remind our viewers, the game is January 26th, Friday night, correct? 7 o'clock at Spartan Arena. And wear your pink, right? We're encouraging people to wear pink?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll have to go out and buy something.
Yeah, well, there'll be a lot of pink for sale there.
Oh, I'm sure.
Everything from pink cookies to pink boas around your neck, and T-shirts, and of course then the jersey sale.
Oh, right.
The jerseys worn during the game will be auctioned off on an online website, so that if there's a particular player, particular number, or just have an interest in wearing a pink jersey to your next football game or whatever, those will all be available for sale.
Yeah, and I've heard about that, and I think it started now, the online auction, and it goes till January 25th. I think at 9 o'clock is when the bidding stops. And people, if they are interested, they go to castletonsports.com, and they can bid for the jersey. And I know there's also going to be a couple of raffles, right? You want to tell us about the raffles, or Ashley?
Yeah, so there are going to be a couple different raffles. We are raffling off one of the jerseys, and those tickets are available now in a few different places. We're going to have tickets available on campus and at the hospital, and then we'll have them on our game on January 16th. We play against Conn College that night at 7 o'clock, so we will have tickets available there as well for that jersey.
Okay.
And it will have the number 10 on the back, and whoever wins the raffle will also get their name put on the back of their jersey for free.
Oh, really?
So it'll be pretty cool. And then we're also raffling off a teddy bear.
One of the pink teddy bears.
Oh, right, the Vermont teddy bear.
The limited edition pink teddy bears.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Teddy bear number 1 of the 25 that were produced will also be auctioned off both at the hospital and on campus, and then at the game on the 26th.
Nice. And the tickets are $5 a piece. I knew that, and I know we have them at the gift shop. So please, everybody, come out and buy your tickets.
Yeah, and then other items are raffled off at the rink as well. That traditionally the teams put together a bunch of gift baskets that are raffled off.
Oh, right, I remember those from last year.
And so forth, and so the whole arena, which of course being a Castleton arena, there's a lot of green and white, but on that particular night it's all pink.
And one thing I've learned too is that the first 100 folks that come into the arena are going to get commemorative cowbells.
Right.
So that will be exciting, and it will add a little more, atmosphere to the event. There'll be a lot of people clanging those bells all night long when somebody gets a goal.
Commemorative and unique. I mean,
exactly.
These are being made specifically for the event. So
exactly.
You can't buy them in a store. You only can get them if you're one of the first people to come in.
That's right. So the first 100 people. So folks, remember that.
And the Castleton Athletic Band will also be in attendance, and they all will be wearing pink sweatshirts.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I do remember that.
So the whole end of the rink will be solid pink. So.
And I understand Tom Huebner's going to be doing the puck drop.
He is.
Yes, our CEO,
our
president.
Departing CEO.
Yeah, we're very excited about that. And I know there'll be a lot of folks from the Foley Cancer Center that will be there cheering everybody on like they do every year. And hopefully we'll get a great turnout, because it is a milestone event, and we really want to spread the word.
It's one of the biggest events on the women's home schedule for the year. It just always generates a lot of interest, and there's so many good stories, that come out. Breast cancer survivors who are 5, 10, 30 years out, who are just down there sharing in the good feeling of the event.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
it's
great.
it's just a great community get together. Happens to be around a Castleton hockey game, but the larger issue just really comes clearly through.
I'm just curious, Fred, what is your connection to hockey? I wondered. It was just because you're so involved with it.
Well, I grew up in northern Minnesota.
Oh,
and
okay.
so in northern Minnesota, you have little choice but to play hockey.
That's right.
Growing up, so I played hockey, not as well as these guys play hockey, but I played hockey for a long time. And so in retirement, Castleton was looking for somebody to help run their hockey games in towns. The campus is over there, the rink is over here.
Right.
And President Walk approached me, and we started a booster club, and then now help run all the hockey games. So I get paid $1 a year to coordinate.
Yeah, but you love it, right? You really enjoy it, I bet.
It's a great opportunity.
Yeah. And so, Ashley, they're playing Salve Regina.
Yep.
Yeah, are they good or?
They are. I mean, every team in our conference is tough. We played them earlier in the season, and it was tied until pretty much the end of the game. And then we pulled off the wing and then ended up adding an empty netter. So I think it was a 3-1 finish, maybe. But a very close game, so they'll be tough.
Excellent. So what division are the women, is the women's team?
Division 3.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice.
Yeah.
So how many more games after the Pink the Rink game, how many more games do you have after that before the tournament season starts?
Not very many. So we have 2 more home games, but they're both midweek. So we'll play Norwich on a Tuesday night, the next Tuesday, and then we play that following Tuesday, February 6th, we play New England College. So we have those 2 games and a weekend in Maine. So we probably have 6 games after that total,
Okay.
4 of them being away.
Yeah. And how are you guys doing so far?
We're doing pretty well.
Good.
Getting better. We just had a really strong weekend. We won our own tournament.
Nice.
Which was the first time in program history. So we were
Perfect.
really excited about that.
Oh, good. So you're going into this with a lot of momentum.
We are. Yeah, we've played a lot of very challenging teams so far this year, and I think it's really forced us to really improve each game. And so we just beat a very good Manhattanville team, and so hopefully we can keep it rolling and go into our game tomorrow with the momentum from that game.
Nice. Well, I can't wait. I'm really excited. I went last year. Yeah, last year was my first year. I can't remember who they even played last year. I think it was a team from Maine.
Southern Maine, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, it was fun. It was great. But I know this year's going to be extra special because of the milestone.
Right.
So we really want to pack the place, right, Fred?
Yeah, we have, and plus there's a new president, of course.
Oh, right,
Dave
yeah.
Walk has left,
Yeah.
and President Karen Scolforo will be at the game
Oh,
on
great.
January 26th. And up in the mezzanine level of the arena is the president's box, so
Oh,
kind of
okay.
a private section up there by the media center. And President Scolforo is working with the Cancer Center and has extended an invitation to all breast cancer survivors, actual
Survivors.
patients who are in the Foley cancer system as survivors, are all going to be invited to join her in her president's box for the game.
Oh, that's
too.
wonderful.
So it'll be an opportunity for President Scolforo to meet a very dedicated and very important group of people in the local healthcare community.
Well, it'll be also a way of kind of introducing her to the greater Rutland community. She's new. She's only been on board for probably not
6
even
weeks.
not even a month, 2 months yet.
Yeah.
And so this will be great for her to be in such a public event, at a public event where people can meet her and chat with her.
Yeah, and I think it's a great opportunity for her to see how the Rutland community rallies around a project
Oh,
like
they
this.
do. Yes, absolutely.
And how the Rutland community sustains projects. This is its 10th year, so that all by itself bespeaks a large commitment by the hospital and the university to work on this. And I want to point out that Ashley, Ashley's a new coach this year, but this program has continued through several other coaches
Right.
along the way, so
Right.
it has a momentum and so forth of its own to help it sustain, and that'll be interesting for President Scolforo to see just how received and how established it's become.
So I'm curious, Ashley, how is Castleton promoting it at the college? Are they must be doing a series of things.
Yeah, so there's been a lot on social media. We kind of laid out a whole plan in terms of how we plan to get it out there on social media. We also have a bunch of posters and things like that around. You know, we've planned to work with other sports teams to try to get some of them there on that date as well.
Yeah.
But a lot of it's being done through social media. I think that's a way to get a lot of the students over to the game, because they're constantly on their phones checking Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. So that's what, you know, most of the planning has been around social media in terms of getting people to be aware of the event. But we're hoping that the jersey raffle will also help with that. You know, having tickets on campus, trying to sell some of those.
Yeah, we want to target the alumni too,
Right.
because I don't know how many are still in the area, but I'm sure there's quite a few.
Yeah, and so that's actually, we combined the Pink the Rink weekend with our senior weekend.
Oh, really?
So we have a lot of parents coming for that weekend, a lot of parents, family, and then we've also sent emails out to alums.
Oh, good.
So that they can come hopefully, and I know our seniors put together a Facebook group.
Did they?
For the alums,
Okay.
trying to get a lot of them to come back. So
Excellent.
hopefully we'll have a good mix of students and parents and alums and people
yeah.
there for both games that weekend.
Oh, yeah. Now there's another game happening?
There is. So on Saturday, that's our senior game.
Okay,
So
and
that's-
so who do you play that day?
That's UMass Boston.
Okay.
Another tough one.
Yeah, Massachusetts has a lot of good hockey.
They
teams.
do.
They
They
do.
do.
They're like Minnesota people, you know. They just kind of grow up with it.
Yeah.
That's right. It's in their genes.
Yeah, it is. It is. Well, no, this is great. So admission, I think, is $7 for adults, and students $2, right? Is it $2 for students?
Well, college students are admitted free, but if high
Yeah.
school students and so
Right.
forth, there is a nominal
is,
$2
okay.
charge. But people should remember that all of that money goes to the Foley Cancer Center.
That's right.
So every nickel raised from the concession stand to the admission tickets to the raffle baskets, the jersey sales, every nickel goes to the Foley Cancer Center and its programs.
And then
So
I think,
so they're really making a donation
yeah,
to the
they
Foley
are.
Cancer
It is.
Center.
It is.
They're not just coming to a hockey game.
Right, right. No, and that's very well said. And senior citizens, if they want to come, I think it's $4.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good. Now, do people, they don't have to buy tickets in advance, they just come that night, or are they pre-selling tickets? Do you know?
I haven't heard about them.
No, there
pre-selling
won't be
tickets.
pre-selling tickets, and the arena holds about 1,500 people. So
Oh, wow. I think-
there will be room. And contrary to some people's understandings, it's a warm rink.
Well, I was
There's-
just going to ask you about that. You know how you should dress for that evening, because I don't want to. I don't want to underdress. You know, I want to be able to be warm enough to stand around for a couple of hours.
Yeah, a couple hours. It's not bad. There's heaters in the stands, and it's not bad.
The heaters in the stands. And this past weekend, it was 20 below when the morning started.
Yeah.
It was plenty warm in the rink once the game starts. So by the time the fans are in there and the heaters are on, it's very comfortable. Plus, there's just a lot of buzz and excitement, and you don't care too much about the temperature inside or outside when you're attending an event like this.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, everyone's going to be psyched.
Yeah.
Really psyched about it. So I'm just curious. I guess, is there anything else that we need to talk about in terms of the event, or just to remind folks, it's Saturday.
Friday night.
Friday.
Friday
Oh my
night,
goodness.
January 26th,
Yeah.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, and we want folks to get there early.
Yeah, because there's so much going on in the lobby with all the raffles and all the excitement and so forth. And of course, people will want to see the pregame ceremony with, in addition to soon to be departing President Hubner doing a puck drop. All those people joining President Scoforo in the box will be kind of clustered around. There'll be a lot of pink in the background, and it's worth coming to a hockey game just to watch the team come out through a pall of green fog onto the ice.
Okay.
That all by itself is worth coming down to watch.
Yeah.
So it's
And to
an
see the
exciting
marching
event.
band too, because do they typically go to do they go to the games and
Yeah, they've been at a couple so far this season. I think they have plans to go to some more. In the second half.
Unless the band is on break, student
Right.
break, or unless they have a conflict with a concert on campus, the athletic band is always at the games.
Okay.
And they add so much excitement and
Yeah,
so
they
much
do.
energy and so forth. And the band is very strategically located over the visiting team's bench.
Oh boy.
So all the music they produce to celebrate Castleton is somewhat directed right at the visitors. And then, of course, for 2 of the 3 periods in hockey, the visiting goalie is right in front of the Castleton band. And it's a longstanding hockey tradition, and it's particularly well executed by the Castleton band of heckling the visiting goalie for the 2 of the 3 periods that he or she is right,
Oh my God.
right beneath them. So it's all part of the great hockey tradition
Yeah.
and so forth. So
Yeah.
it's always a fun event.
Yeah, well, the optics are going to be great, just with the pink and the green, and all the
Yeah.
excitement, the fog.
Yeah.
It'll be wonderful. And I know that we just want to encourage as many people to attend and to support this very worthwhile event. Pink the Rink is in its 10th year, and again, it's Friday, January 26th at 7 p.m. at the Spartan Arena. Get there early so you can take advantage of the raffles and the food and the fellowship and the fun that will be all around you that night. So I think we're good. I think I really
you.
appreciate you both coming and talking to me about Pink the Rink and
Yeah.
How important it is and your association with it. Especially yours, Fred, because you've been doing it for so long.
Well, there are occasions, I have to confess, there are occasions where I see a lot of former patients
Oh yeah.
who come down, so it's fun to see how well they're doing. It's fun to get hugs and share some memories of some tougher times in their lives. But all those are erased when they're sharing all this, the excitement and the warm glow that comes with a night like this.
Yeah. And Ashley, did you have any final words to say
No.
before we wrap up?
Yeah, I mean, we're really, really excited for the event. I know our whole team's excited, and I think for me, excited because I think it's so much more celebrated here than it has been other places I've been. I think it's at other places it's been pink tape and pink laces, and I think the whole atmosphere of this game and everything that's been put into it is exciting, and I can't wait to see it all come together for the first time.
Me too. I'm excited. And Rutland does it right. They always do. So thank you both again. And
Thank you.
I think before we end the program, we wanted to just show quick footage of one of the Castleton University women's hockey players doing a quick promo for Pink the Rink.
Hey Spartan fans, see you at Spartan Arena for our 10th annual Pink the Rink game on January 26th.
I'm Jeff Wallen. I live in Brandon. I have an artificial hip and I love to play tennis. In August of 2013, I had the misfortune of an accidental fall in my home where I thought I had just bruised my hip, but I could walk quite well and didn't think anything of it until 4 days later after flying to the state of Minnesota to attend a wedding. One morning, Saturday of that week, I tried to get up and I could not move my leg. And every time I'd try to walk, my leg would not move forward, it would just shift up vertically. So I knew I was in trouble. After buying a pair of crutches, I made my way to the St. Cloud Hospital emergency room, where the folks were quite excited with what they found. It seems that it's very rare for a ceramic ball, which is part of a prosthesis for a hip replacement, had totally shattered. They provided me with x-rays of it, were quite disappointed when I told them that no, I would try and make myself back to Rutland to have the repairs done. The processing, corrective surgery, and recovery with physical and occupational therapy was seamless and harmonic. And to have experienced such professional and comprehensive planning and execution was eye-opening. We are so fortunate to have such a facility as the Rutland Regional Medical Center in this area that could perform and pull off such a procedure with such teamwork and coordination that let me continue doing the things in life that I really enjoy doing. Thank you, our RMC.
Rutland Regional Medical Center. We listen, we respect, we care, always. That's our promise to you.